Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mary had a little M. Hello, creatives, community, and kind folks. This is a test because, unfortunately, my software removed all of my presets, which prevented me from uploading. Anyway, this is just a test. I'm trying to figure out all of my setup and preset, and everything has been deleted because of my protective software firewall settings. So now, getting my audio back. I don't have any of my moving backgrounds. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's one. All right. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. And chat window. Testing, testing. You never know these things until you go live. Never know what it's going to look like. Okay, just take the chat overlay down. All right, so I've got 6 moving backgrounds, and only one of them is moving. Okay, that's one moving. Let's go to the jungle. I don't have a ton of windows open, so that's not it. Shut all those down. Had every intent. I mean, I can still talk about some RPG stuff, which is exactly what I'd like to do. While I'm doing this test, because the only title is test, there's no information as such. Normally, um, uh, like many uploaders and live streamers and things like that try to have something scheduled for you guys, we like to put that stuff ahead of time, so someone who's perusing the channel or knows that a live stream is coming up, you can find out what that background information is. And many times, many live streamers like myself will have it'll be preset, so we only have to modify a few things at the very beginning. Like, we have all the links, people have their social media links and things of that nature, and all of that has been deleted, including my ability to go in and pre-select or schedule a day. Like, for example, if I do a specific stream, like today is Thursday, and I want to upload my normal Thursday streaming stuff, I don't have to go in and retype the whole thing. I can just go in and replace it. Yeah, okay, that's showing up. Where's my bubbles? I almost wish I could show you the behind the scenes stuff, but it's pretty ugly back here. Oh man. I've got a new soundboard. Let's see if there's anything in this soundboard to show it. No, it's not going to come through. At least not on my end. Oh man. But yeah, these kind of setups, soundboard. Yeah, you guys have seen these kind of things. It's like you get a bunch of presets. You have the ability to alter your sound. All right, camera. Um, oh, I held it up in front of my face. So you have a bunch of sounds, and you can add in add your phone to it if you want some background noise. You have a ducking ability. That's where, if you have like music or video or something playing and you have audio, and you can like activate ducking, which will reduce all of the sounds while a person is verbalizing, like myself, like I'm talking now, and then it'll, the minute I stop talking, the ducking will turn off or deactivate or whatever, and then that kind of thing. So just trying to figure out how to get all this done, playing around with it. All right, we'll do that later. um, Thank you very much if you're just passing by for this little uh, test here. Hmm. It is frustrating when you want to set things up, especially for me going live at 6 a.m. in the morning. I've got to wake up at 5 a.m. to water the fish and feed the cat and and get the brain cells ready. Also do a little bit of creative writing, and it can be kind of it can be a little bit daunting in many ways because there's this. Oh, let me see if this one will work. There it is. There's the semi corporate background moving. All right, let's see if we can get a chat window. If anybody's, there's at least one person hanging around. Type something in. I don't care. Just there. Oh, now why? Okay, so now my chat. I don't. It's showing up on my screen, but I don't see the chat words. You're wrong says it looks positive, but there's this nerdy guy blocking the screen. You are absolutely right on that fact. That explains why you have been off yesterday. Yes, because I tried to go live and all my old information was there. It wouldn't let me upload the new information. Like yesterday, so yesterday I did my episode on the Expedition Engine, and it's a one pager tabletop RPG, and I went in and I typed everything in, and I got the title and when it was going to go live and the links and everything. Hit click, and it had all my old stuff on it. I was like, what the hell? So then yesterday I was okay. There's got to be an end around this. So I deleted all of that day's material, put the new material in, went to turn it on, and it was like, yeah, yeah. These things, it's one of the more professional live streamers and YouTubers that you see out there have sometimes at least one or more people in the background whose only job is to do this kind of stuff. That's why when I facetiously uh, talk about being a game designer, and it's like if you want to be a game designer, you're going to have to be a unpaid professional in like 15 other chats, other chats, other. See, there's no chat. You know what? I'm going to show you what I see. This is weird. Multiple comments on YouTube are not in the chat seen on screen. Yes, let me. So I'm going to share with you my screen, and I normally don't do this, but okay, come on, entire screen and share this. So I know we're going into infinity, but this is what I see when I go live with you guys. And there is this, you see this big blank space off to the left here? That's where all the comments come in from, normally are going from top to bottom. So the newest comment will go down here at the bottom where my cursor is playing around, and that's where they all show up. And I'm not seeing any of them. Now, the weird thing is, it is showing as I am placing it on the screen. So there's a little slider here for overlay, and if the overlay is on, anything that you guys type in will show up on the right side of the screen. So I'm sharing you my screen, showing you what I see. Let's see what else is there. Let's see if I turn the chat overlay off, it'll disappear. And then, so let's see how I can describe this because it's a little meta here. So my face, my big face, my big old ugly face sitting here, and next to that is what I'm sharing. What I when I screen share is what I'm showing you, and that's because at the below my face, what I see is how I screen share. So I can have a little smaller screen. I can do a side by side. I can do um, a lower thirds, basically, where my face is in the lower thirds, but that's a little too infinity there. But let's turn the overlay back on, and you see this? If you guys are typing anything, it's not showing up, and I think my security software updated, and then it just got rid of all that. Boom. See, now I can see your comments. Says testing, testing, testing. Yeah, I typed that in to see if I could do an end around and everything. I have by now posted twice that you should go back and rename Monday's video since it is still showing. It is still showing as Yellowstone. Yes, 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 yes. I saw that. I was like, what the hell? All right. So let's see. All right. Now, why is it still ducking out? Yeah, showing infinity. I don't understand. And the only way to see any of this is if I go live first to see it. So anyway, let me stop screen sharing for just a moment because it looks really bizarre. Uh, and let's go back to this. All right. Yeah, yeah. I would when I so that video where it said Yellowstone at the bottom wasn't supposed to say Yellowstone. The video was about something else, and all the information I typed about that video is gone. So now I've got to go back in and redo that stuff. But I can't do it from here, which is my the system that I use is called Restream. It is a um, it is not software. It is web based. So I have to log in and then use their system, and it's not retroactive, right? Like I can't go backwards a few days, correct it, and then it will post production update. Like it won't it'll do it be pre, it won't do it live, and it won't do it afterwards. And unfortunately, since I go to YouTube and Twitch, it's supposed to take that information and throw it up on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously prior to me going live. And I've had problems with that because on my end, I'm like, oh, I did it correctly. Click, 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 click. Yeah, today's video should be called "The Old Man and YouTube's." Okay, all right. Let's see if this will work. So let's see if it will let me edit the title and edit titling testing. Let's see if I click edit and let's see if it will change the title and "Old Man on the YouTubes" and save. Let's go over to Twitch. Let's see if the title will change on there. It's "Old Man on the YouTubes." Let's see if we'll do it live. I hit save. Nothing. Yeah, anyway, good luck. You're like, yeah, you're good luck? I think you're wrong, you're wrong. Yeah, I don't think it did it. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know whether it did it or not because on my end it still says on my end it still says testing, 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 even though I did over see, and that's what happened the other day too. So I'm not going to hold you guys very long. I just needed to see what this looked like. Actually, one more thing. I'm going to close out my chat window and see if it'll pop back up again. Come on, renew. Come on, come on. On YouTube, it did change the title. All right, so okay, all right, all right. So let me share my screen again. So here we go into infinity, and it's going to be difficult for you to see this, but I'm showing you what I see, and at the upper left hand where the cursor is kind of swirling, I hit the edit, and it looked like this. And in the edit, you could see where it says YouTube, "Old Man on the YouTubes," and here on Twitch where it's streaming. There's a little green dot streaming, and boom, boom, boom. And it says "Old Man on the YouTubes." That's what it looks like, right? But if I close it out, it still says testing, testing, testing. So now it did the opposite. Now it changed it, and I don't see a change. The other day I changed it, and the change didn't go through on the other end. All right, all right. Oh man. Okay, let's I'll stop doing this. All right, let's talk about some RPG stuff. Mm, mm, It's because I'm already taking too much of your time. Actually, you know what? Let's not talk about RPG stuff because first of all, thank you very much for just going like, oh, that old dude, he's back again. Appreciate that. Um, there was there was something in the interwebs that interested me. Oh, the there's a vast array of solo RPGs out there, and it has captured my attention with these solo RPGs. Not that I think they're brand new; they've been around for a long time, and journaling and solo story building and things like that have always been around for forever and ever. But I wondered if I could do something of that ilk, meaning like I could do like a top down camera and have things written out using like playing cards and tarot decks and story cubes and all that other kind of BS. And because it seems to have captured a lot of people's attention. And it's a niche of a niche of a niche. It's like tabletop role playing games that aren't Dungeons and Dragons, that are indie, that are also like solo. It's kind of weird. There are also oracles out there, which are basically prompts that help people solo RPG. And it requires some investment, monetary investment, which is not really that big a deal. But I wondered if anybody had any interest in that, or um, using those solo RPGs, whether there are games that are meant to be multiplayer that also have a solo portion to it. I think Shadow Dark has that, or solo games that have been pulled, like where the solo part has been removed and then turned into a bigger thing. And what value those solo games have in the wider community, since technically by virtue of them being a solo game, they don't they may not uh, garner the attention that the wider games have, because you feel like you're part of a community when you are in a wider game. Drew says my system is basically also an oracle that can be used for solo play. And see, and let me see, it's not letting me. You know how I can highlight your comments. Um, when it appears in my chat window on the side and it's not listing there, I can tap it and it'll like scroll across the bottom, and it's not letting me do that. Even the basic design has let me see, turn it rounded thing. Yeah, okay. Even that's not showing. Wow. All right, Drew. Yeah, you know what? Drew, there's also, you mentioned how your game doesn't have a game master. There's a number of games that are like that as well. They're basically um what's a good title for this? Like roundtable games, and I had to pull a name. I want a classification for them. So, like Microscope, there's like a language translation game that creates a language as well. Um, Fiasco is kind of in that category. There's a number, and these are the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head live. But um, I like the design philosophy behind games that take something that we're used to, dungeon master and characters and levels and hit points, and like getting rid of all that. Dialect, that's it. Yeah, 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 dialect. So I don't know if anybody, if you, of course yourself, you're interested in that kind of thing, but I didn't know if it was if that was a also a bigger thing to talk about as well. There was one last thing I will. Yeah, Fiasco, right? That was a huge influence for me. Fiasco, yeah. Where you know, it's it's weird how in the tabletop role playing community, people need uh, if people need permission to do a thing that you don't need permission to do. It's like, well, we want to run a game without a dungeon master or a game master or something. And the point is, like, you don't need to ask anybody to do that. You can do whatever the hell you want. But it's kind of weird how like the community it feels like it can't, um like you're doing it wrong if you eliminate a premise in the game in our collective community that is a traditional staple, right? And it's, I mean, a very something very simple is the removal of game stats for Dungeons and Dragons. Like, there's no need to have like a 12 strength and a 15 intelligence and all. Like, those stats don't mean anything. All you need are the bonuses. And when you say that to some people, they're just like, "What? Why would you get rid of that?" Uh, and that's just a minor thing. But yeah, getting rid of like the referee, game master, dungeon master, or something. Um, some people just can't handle that. And even the asking the players to input in the world building, like live, like, oh, I walk into the room, what do I see? And the game master goes, I don't know. You tell me what the monument looks like. And the player's like, wait, that doesn't make any sense, you know? And you've heard this before where it's like actor stance, director stance, uh, producer stance. Like, you're are you playing your character, or are you playing someone who's removed from your character and you're just like remote controlling them? Are you stepping out even further and you are bringing in props into the world that, yes, your character doesn't know what they are, but you as a player know exactly what it is because you're describing the tapestry, you're giving you're describing the monument and what is written on the bottom of the monument or something like that. And yeah, we've all, I mean, it's a it's like a it's like a graduation level or something. Almost picture it like a giant pyramid, and some of us are standing on different steps of the pyramid, and we're like looking down the pyramid and we're looking up, and it's like a little bit difficult to climb up each step, and you look down at the people at the lower steps and you're like, come on up, it's all right. And they're down there at the bottom steps like, I don't know what they're doing up there, you know. It just feels a little weird that way. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. it's like a it's like a different, it's like the, what is it, not Maslow's law, Maslow's law of um Maslow's needs or something. You know, like the bottom needs are like food, shelter, protection, nourishment, sex, and then it like moves up from there, like individualism and security and whatnot, and then it goes into like being able to dream. You get to another level where you're able to imagine yourself in better or worse scenarios, so then you preempt those things, and it's like the like a sentience level. You keep moving up and down. I don't know. I know I'm mixing too many different things together, but you get the point. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, so that I can let you go and that we can get out of here. I was trying to test this out, and I really wish I could bring in the chat, and it can't let me do that. I may have to. Is it Maslow's hierarchy of needs, or is the H silent? Hierarchy, hierarchy. Um, yeah, that's one of them. That's, and I know I know I am incorrectly mixing it with something else. I almost wish there was an AI system in my head that could just automatically look these things up when it comes up, because I know I sound stupid, and it's just because I'm a consummate student of just logic and information, and then as I start to talk, my brain will just connect with those things. There's a little bit of attention deficit going on in there, and then when I connect to it, I'm like, where did I learn that from? And so on. I learned so much stuff when I left school, and me as a 54-year-old, it's wild. What system does test use? Hey, N King, yeah, um, yeah, that system, yeah. Oh, thanks, Drew. Yeah. Oh man, don't replace your head with AI stuff. And you know what? I can't like remember I was telling you about. I used to be able to. So what you're seeing on screen are your comments, but I also have a a literal chat window that's separate from that, and I can click those to get them like scroll across the bottom, and it's not letting me do that. Even the color of my design, like the blue, this like blue or blue and white, is it all went back to the original. Yeah. Yep. My intro video, all that stuff is oh, I still have music. Hmm. I didn't turn any on, but still have music, captions. Oh, my captions are still there. Let's see. I'll show that. Let's see if it shows up. There it goes. Come on, chat window. Then they showed me a world where I could be so logical, dependable, predictable. Is that from something? Sounds like it's from something. Now, one thing that I could do now, remember the reason I put this testing, even though I think it's like old man on YouTube, is because I need it as simple. Yeah, good old technology. Yeah, I have Norton. I use Norton security software, and every once in a while it will like do an update, and it will just come in and blast my computer with like, you need to reset everything, and I'm just like, fuck. It'll do it in the background. Like, it won't be a window that goes, click here if you want to reset. No, that's not how it works. And it Norton's almost as bad as a virus, to be honest with you. I don't know how much it's been protecting me. It tells me I've been blasted with a bunch of like viruses and things like that, but I don't, it's like, that's ad stuff. I don't know how true that is, but damn it's super intrusive. Oh yeah, that's super trips. I got the words wrong. See, I wouldn't know that. I don't know that. Oh man. And also, here's the other thing. Normally, when I have my chats here, like, I can, like, if there's a bot that shows up or something, I can click it and get rid of it. And now I don't have that ability to do that. Now, way back in the day, when I used to go live, I would literally uh have to go and cut and paste, go live on YouTube, go live on Twitch, and then I would even go into Discord, activate all of them, and then pull the chats, and then I would just have the chats floating in front of me, but they weren't combined together. And while it worked on your end, it was a mess on my end trying to respond to all the different things that are happening at the same time. And of course, there was no intro. There was no like, I wouldn't be able to smoothly integrate things. It would just be like, hey, I'm going live. And that's kind of boring. I mean, I could literally just go click live, no thumbnails, no nothing, just go like, hey, um, just call it the Daily Show and just do it that way. But not only is that boring, it's really hard to reference and then go back to see it and stuff like that. So, um, just getting, I am both trying to figure out why this isn't working the way, and then trying to also go into, okay, my note system. Okay, that's working. The overlay, turn it on and off. Okay, that's not disappearing, but yeah. Hmm. Demo screen. Okay, add a media source, video screen other. All right. Don't need to do that. Let's go backwards. Okay, let me go. Hmm. Hmm. I can invite up to 10. That's new. Invite link. That's very new. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this was a perfect storm of my security measures and updates and restream, adding some other things in here. I don't know. Private chat. There's no one else here, of course, because there would be nothing there. And lastly, my audio, is my audio good? I do have, I can feel a little dead spot in my throat, so so maybe our audio is good. Maybe it's just me just sounding horrible, but yeah. That's why, yeah, when we get older, sometimes our feet and our sensitivity and our fingers start to go, maybe sense of smell and taste. But we really don't talk about vocalizations and how you can almost hear the age in some people as they speak, because you can feel the age in their throat, their vocal cords start to go. Audio's all good. Hey, Marin, what's up? Oh, thanks, there. Thank you, thank you. Nice X-wing shirt. Yeah, yeah. 77. I was 7 years old. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I like those old things. I gotta get me some old man shirts, like I was this many years old, and it shows you like dial up internet, cassette tapes, CDs, DVDs, 8 tracks, maybe things like that. Maybe I could get an RPG shirt that does something like that. Like, I was this old, I was this many years old, and then like all the Dungeons and Dragons books. That was the problem with the Lion King remake. Mufasa was not the same. Yeah, yeah. James Earl Jones' voice, despite how distinctive it was, he knew that and gave permission for them to use his recordings of his voice, because even the greatest, we get older, and we they get older. I'm just living in their shoes. 720. I wonder if I can change my video definition up. No, auto. That is, it's at 720, and I can't increase it. Virtual background. I don't have any of that. Got my road. Sorry. All right, that's it. Well, that would be a lot of negative age since I'm not as ancient as some of the Grognards. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we need to do that. Yeah, give it time. Hell yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's funny. Sometimes you hear a thing about young people. They're just like, you old people, and I can't imagine myself being that old. Or they're even it's a shame, but there's even young people that don't even see themselves living as old as some of their elders. And the opposite is that, is like, yeah, but if you don't die, you're going to be our age, and then what? And then you get to a point in your life where you've seen you've seen the ages progress, and you feel like an ancient elf, where you've seen this a cycle of a thing happen over and over again, and you're so tired, you just shake your head, like, really? Like the what's a big thing now? Like the gender wars are a big thing now, and I'm just shaking my head like, you people act like this wasn't a thing before. That happened like 3 or 4 or 5 times in my own generation, and today the interwebs makes everything think like, um, has people believing things are new that aren't, because of um, our interaction with things on the interwebs makes everything look brand new to you or us or whoever. But it's like, this has been around a long time. There's a bunch of stuff. Like, since we're a gaming channel, Edition Wars and best practices, and I don't know, armor class and all that dumb stuff. It's like, it's been around so long. We've had these arguments so long. It's funny. Heck, even the new games like Me, Myself, and Die's channel, where he's making like a, what is he calling it? Sim light system and whatnot. I'm just shaking my head. Like, all this stuff has been around so long. It's crazy. So I'm aware I'll be a crazy cat lady in later years. Yeah, you could pick one of those and not have to live up to that. You don't have to have cats. You could have like mice or guinea pigs or something, and you don't have to be crazy if you don't want to. And King says, "Yeah, I grew up with CD players and cassette tapes and VCRs. Yeah, so basically caveman clubs. Yep, me too. Me too. As a matter of fact, and King, if you're any like I'm 54, so I'm a bit on the younger age of what is it, Gen X or whatever. And I remember when the internet didn't exist. There are young people today that can't imagine a a web page that can't upload in 2 heartbeats. And I remember dial up. Like I remember when the internet, Prodigy, and those AOL uh, CDs that they would send out to everybody, or DVD, whatever it is, the upload things where you always had to have the floppies. See, oh, Twitch, thank you very much. By the way, who's uh Gameplays? I'm just going to call you Gameplays for now. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is a tabletop role playing channel, but I've had some issues, so now we're just talking randomly about random things. Normally, I have a subject matter and a theme, and then we talk about tabletop role playing games, like hanging around a table, like before a game or after a game, and that's what we do. Go now. I go live 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whatever it's called. I call it EST. I'm not sure what time it is where you're located, but normally we go live on that. I've had some issues going live with the live stream, and my service that I use, Restream, takes all of your comments. So I go live simultaneously on YouTube and Twitch, and we get together and we just talk and we just hang out. It By the way, this is the place where all the smart people come. The rest of the interwebs, you can hang out over there and get flame blasted and all that kind of stuff. But here we like to talk and we bring our brilliance. I remember AOL, Rosie O'Donnell and other celebs having their own "You Got Mail" sound bites. Yep, I remember that. Yeah, Samara. Hey, just all straight A's. Damn. So, hold on. Slow clap on that. Yeah, Z. All right, all right. You now the best revenge. Here's how you punch evil in the throat. The best revenge is a good life. It is there's something sweet and th- it feels difficult because it doesn't feel sexy to do it, but in the long run it is the best revenge you can get on all the evils in your life, all those people who said you couldn't, all the yeah. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. He's not doing handstands. You leave Z alone. Let's see, keep his A's. Yeah. No, I'm having streaming problems. I think my Norton security software took out all of my presets and put me back to zero, and that's why I couldn't um, not just upload a video and go live, but all the things that were preset where I could do it beforehand, like a thumbnail and all that kind of stuff. It wouldn't let me even it wouldn't let me edit it. So I need to have things set up like Thursday is this, and I have all the links down below and blah blah blah. It wouldn't let me change it. That's why when I went live the other day, I was like, oh, I typed everything in. I thought it was cool. It let me upload it. I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm just gonna hit live and go live, and it didn't. It erased everything that I wrote. I was like, what the hell? Oh shit! Oh, oh, okay. Oh, you're a little in the Grognardian Graybeard there gameplays. Ashav, yeah, this is when I was there. Loading a high resolution image was a gamble. Yep. Oh man, I remember. I remember um, they would release movie trailers online, and it would take hours to download the video. And as friends, we would set the computer to download it, and then we would go out, get food, hang out, throw the ball, walk around in the woods, come back, and we were excited. It was like, I can't wait to see this movie trailer and whatnot. And it was all like pixelated and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy back then. Yeah, yeah. TA says sounds like an art of war thing where you do what you can to frustrate your enemies. Yeah, living a good life. Hell yeah. I mean, you know what? There's living a good, fruitful life, and especially living a good, fruitful life where there's an unspoken undertone, right? Like we see this a lot when you have school reunions, like high school reunions and whatnot. But there's something sweet about meeting people that you know were the worst in your life. I mean, they were like soul assassins, and you have your chest out and your chin is up high and you're doing well, and they know you're doing well, you know you're doing well, and you're looking at them and you know that their life is falling apart. They know their life is falling apart, but you don't even have to say it. You just look at them and go, "Hey, sup? How you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing fine. Hey, long time no see." "Yeah, it's been a long time." "Yeah, you know." Friggin' bullies, man. Yeah. Z says DBJ's not wrong. It makes the haters see that they see you. Yeah, existing just to make other people's lives better. Yep. Yep. And listen, this isn't relegated to like money. I'm not talking about making money. I mean, that's yeah. Going back to like the gender wars thing, it's like I need a the ladies like I need a man that makes money, and the guys are like, oh, you can't get chicks unless you get money. But we're not talking about the money part. I'm talking about the self actualization portion of punching evil in the throat. It's like there's a level that you reach, and us older folks, many times we get to this level. There's a level where you reach where you're not verbally defending your spot in life. You're at a point where you don't even have to make words to express the level that you are in life. You don't even mention it. It's a non-issue for you, and getting to that level is of not just peace but certainty, and like you know who you are. You may not fit into society, but you know who you are, and there's something deep down where everyone looks at you like, yeah, I I don't necessarily agree with their lifestyle, but yeah, they they're there, and there's nothing you could say to that person, and it's kind of sweet. Yeah, yeah. Shy Squad makes a point. Yep. Yeah, all the cool kids in school who ended up having their own kids way too young, married, divorced, and stuck in a totally grim reality. Yep, yep. I remember. Listen, I was let me let me bring up my childhood individual. Remember growing up, and my mom was scared because there was a bunch of hot chicks, young. This is teenage level, right? Early 20s, lived in the neighborhood. All and I was drool, drool, drool. She's kind of cute and blah blah blah. And my mom's just rolling her eyes like, shit. Please do not let my son get hooked up with these young ladies. And you could see how life just ground them down because they were like hot pants, and the dudes that were hanging around them, and 3 years of my time was like 21 years of their time because they had kids early, they got together, broke up, all the drama stuff, and it's like go back in that neighborhood and it's like, hey, what's up? And they look at you like, hey, what's going on? And you just shake your head like, man, I would not want to go through all that trouble. Six figures are important to me, but it is fine if those if those are action figures. Oh, I love it. You get a slow clap on that one too. Which reminds me, you guys need to check out Pete and Baz. Pete and Baz are a UK rap duo in their 70s, and they have one called Action Man. And there's a line in it talking about checking out these figures. I can bring the action. Yeah, in the chorus and whatnot. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's funny. Z, that's kind of cool. It's funny where you say like, yeah, you're still an autocorrect on my phone. I wonder we could categorize if we're going to categorize our friendships in the future. Like, you know what, my phone autocorrects to your name. That's how often you've come across and we've come across each other. I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's a little bit of like a yeah, I know this person enough that my phone literally autocorrects to their name. Yeah, my choice to extend my life and outlive them all. All right, posthumanist. Yeah. Hell yeah, this outlive all the haters and whatnot. Which is unfortunate because for some reason like a lot of red pill gender stuff keeps coming up on my feeds. It's weird how it's like it keeps infiltrating all the things that I'm interested in, even though must be some tangential element to it that it keeps getting pushed into my feeds because I listen to a lot of podcasts and YouTube videos and things out and work. And it's funny because um, I hear it and I'm thinking, if 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 the gender war things goes on, you're going to breed yourself out of like you're just going to die off, right? If people don't like the other gender and you're not going to procreate, that means all the things you're fighting about will mean nothing because all of us regular folks that understand that all that is, when you think about it, all the extremism is bullshit, that you're just not going to live, you're not going to survive. It's why in the aftermath of of the destruction of the earth, all the mutts are going to live, and all those dogs that have been bred um to exact specificity always have those medical problems. Us mutts, we're going to live a long time. We are legion, and we have not inside of us many, right? And we grognards are like that, man. We're just we are a cornucopia of a whole bunch of things, thoughts and feelings, here games and imagination, and we just keep picking up new things and dropping off some things, and yeah, yeah, red pill stuff coming off your feet. Suspect the culture was infiltrating RPGs, and all this woke shit about WotC has caused. Yep, algorithm. It sure is. I'm just like, what do you care? Like, I'm at the point where my socio psychological level is at the point where um if you feel the need to have to keep over defending yourself, then I'm feeling like your ego's a little paper thin. Like, I don't care. I I'm never threatened by the advancement of people who are not like me. I don't, whatever. It's all woke stuff. So that's my reaction. So they put artwork in it that shows other people. So I don't understand. Okay. Oh shit. It's pushing out of the way. See, I used to have my chat. I can't control my chat. The connection's due to the common social anxiety. Shit, it disappeared on me. I can't go back. Fuck. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, TA. Yeah, I guess a little bit of that. Yeah. Hey, heck, it could be in the future. Could you imagine having to go into a lab and the lab is like, yeah, we've been collecting RNA from sequences from like strong strands from around the world, and you have to go in to get like these RNA injections added into your system that combine with like little strands of DNA that keep like breaking off at the tail ends just to keep you alive, and it's basically like human beings become mutts. Yeah. The Drew's like, read faster. See, I didn't have to do that. I could move at a calm level because I had the ability to slow the chat down. Um, Sometimes it would pause, the chat would pause, and then like 7 or 8 comments would get dumped in all at once, and then I could scroll back. But now I don't have the ability to even scroll. It's not letting it do that. And I bet Damn it, Norton. I bet it's blocking it. Let's see if I can find. Let me go to YouTube and go to the YouTubes and go to the video. Bam. And then take the chat, pop the chat out. There we go. I pop my chat. Uh, that's kind of nasty. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. There we go. YouTube, pop the chat out. I missed a comment. Yeah. Now, what I did is just put in. I just went to YouTube and popped the chat out, which is what I used to do way back in the day. Social connection is due to the common social anxiety that comes part and parcel with enjoying the needs sphere to the degree that you seek out more of it constantly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's being pushed because it's the popular thing, the algorithms, and then yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, I popped the chat once. Yeah. Ooh, seem to recall genetic simulation. Humans on Mars, one ethnicity regardless of which would have less chance of evolving to live there. Those who have at least two ethnic bloodlines. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm sure there's some reality to that, but me talking about like ethnic bloodlines, that sounds very eugenic. It's like, ugh. but I love the I love the concept of thinking about those things. Talk about problematic stuff in tabletop role playing games. Yeah, yeah. So I'm still wondering why anyone would want to move to a planet that the warmest place is still colder than Antarctic. Good old Mars, right? Yep. People are like, we need to go there. Like, it's fucking cold. Even if you could get like, what is it, CO2 scrubbers and whatnot, you'd still have to wear. There would be permanent. Um, you'd have to have some kind of advanced thermal con- um, covering if you move there and whatnot. But yeah, I love it still. I still love it. I think some of you have you guys seen recent. I'm gonna leave you with this. Have you guys seen recent articles? This is science fiction talking about astrology, and I mean, yeah. Anyway, our ice giants, Uranus and Neptune, they are thinking that they have a below its frozen gaseous form that there are oceans down there of CO2 and some methane. I know I found this article. Deep sea oceans on Uranus and Neptune. And it popped up in my feed. Yeah, there it is. There may be 5,000-mile deep oceans on Uranus and Neptune, scientists say. That's kind of cool. There's just something cool about that. Um, let me see if I can share this. I'm ethnically diverse, but since I could not join DBJ Stream Live on Mars, so I got to pass on that. Yeah, don't worry. We let's see if this works here. I'm gonna share this. Oh, it did share a little bit. Yeah, no magnetosphere. The explanation they're saying is that there is no magnetosphere on those two planets, and the reason is because the they explain like the core doesn't there's no turbulence, meaning like not turbulence. What is that? Where elements from the lower portion move into the upper convection. There's no convection to make a magnetosphere. I think it's because there is not enough gold in the core of the planet, or it's not hot enough. to make the goal atmosphere for the core to spin. Let me see. A study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in November 24 suggests that Uranus and Neptune have layers of material that don't mix, similar to oil and water. The layers are about 5,000 miles, 8,000 kilometers thick, and include a deep ocean of water beneath the clouds and a layer of hydrocarbons, a compressed fluid of carbon, nitrogen, and hydrogen below the water. Uranus moon Miranda may have an ocean beneath its surface that is at least 62 miles or 100 kilometers deep. And explanation for unusual magnetic fields. The layered interiors of Uranus and Neptune could explain why they have unusually disorganized magnetic fields, unlike Earth. And the deep water on Uranus and Neptune may be rich in magnesium. Life as we know it requires liquid water, energy, and organic molecules. Planets and moons that contain substantial liquid water are called ocean worlds. That's AI generative experiment. So a lot of that could be wrong, but it's kind of cool to see that. New York Times posted it. There it is. Yeah. Number 25. Scientists simulate the contents of the ocean. Let's see if there's something visual. If there's a visualization. Oh, shit. Oh, pop ups. Fucking. Anyway. Ooh, what did it say? Uranus and Neptune. See if there's anything else. Okay, there's a. Ooh. How long is that? It doesn't show. There's a podcast. I'll listen to it later. All right. Okay. Okay. We'll get out of here. Mm-mm. Where is my YouTube chat window? There it is. There we go. All right. Pretty sure our planet has not only a bunch of gold at its core, but that it does not sink completely because it keeps getting boiled into the upper layer above it and then condenses on that ceiling. Yeah. That means there's nearly frictionless environment for the solid core, very center, to spin on and be pulled by the sun and moon, keeping our dynamo going. Yep. Chat discontinued. Yeah, I sure did. Squirrel. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And wow. Oh, I can even share my chat, which is already being shared. I may have to go back to this. All right. I I'm going to. I guess I'm going to have to just make the distinction to go back and snatch the chats out of. Okay, so let me see if I'm going to do this. I'm going to close out this and then go here and share this tab, and then that becomes the new chat, and then I can just share. Let me slide it up and down. Yep. Yep. And then that means I could slow it down, speed it up, and won't. It's not letting me blast it at the bottom. If I could, although, could I copy it? Nope, not letting me copy anything. Oh well, that's cool. Let's complicate this even more. Bam! That means a chat on top of a chat on top of a chat. Yeah. All right. All right, let me stop sharing this out. But oh well. All right. Thank you very much for letting me. Yeah, I will resume tomorrow. It's just going to be a little more complicated on my end. I hate to do that, but I'm just going to have to pick it up manually and just do it that way. I'll just snatch it up manually and see if I can. Can I add in? I can't share more than one thing, can I? I can also share the audio, but no. Oh well. Nope, can't do that. All right. So I saw with issues of chat disconnecting and reconnecting. One of them being Kentucky, so no doubt is regional. Yeah, yeah. I mean that may be a thing. My chats aren't connecting. My all my information was my presets were deleted, and I couldn't modify what my previous streams were that I used to reschedule the next stream. And the reason for that is because I could have all my base information at the bottom, like please like, share, subscribe, and all that bullshit at the bottom, the links, and it wouldn't delete that out. Even though on my end it was deleted, it wasn't deleting on the other end. So this is thank you all for being here. Still, as always said, love your heart is all watching you. Enjoy the Discord. Thank you. Damn, I don't even push that out any longer. Damn, I'm horrible about that. All right, so it's going. We're going into a new year. We're going to a new new things. So hell, why not? And matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share out. Let's search. Let's share these old dudes out here. I'm going to. All right, let's do this. Let's go out on this, and I'll there we go. We're gonna go out in some old men, and hopefully I won't get dinged too bad on it. But why the hell not? And let's go. Let's go. Okay, action. All right. What?
Gym wagon a boozer.
Okay.
Quick cat and a moolah.
Right.
Boy, talk to me nicely, or it's click bang with a Ruger. Neck 5 of the Jacksons.
Yeah, I can see that.
Straight face when I back to him.
Right.
And if he's talking figures, then man, I'm there for some action.
Hell yeah.
2 glass of the golden star. Who mark me order? Tom fold him and at my wrist. You get hit with a whiff when I'm walking. Strip tag, Equifina.
Right.
Get laid, back to Nina. If I goddamn toasted jams, I jump out the jar and I slap the geezer.
Got slapped with a sentence, went down. Came back with a vengeance, and now I'm bringing that smoke in a silk cut suit while I'm puffing on a Benson wood pound. It's happening, ladies. Eyes on the prize while I hold the door. And if I don't pay the paper, leave a scar on his face like Voldemort.
VV's on my necklace shiny. 10 large and a watch and chain. Pour gin in a herbal glass. Robot to the finest strain. Get high with her while she's naked. Heads up at the pool in Spain. Come jump on a jumbo jet. I take you more high while I pop champagne.
Loading the clip